Welcome to Basketball Heads Live. I'm your host, Glenn Poole Harding, and tonight we have a very special guest. This basketball head was one of the top female ballers in New York City during the late 80s. So a lot of the perks that these girls are getting today, and for the last 20 some odd years, started with this basketball head and her Murry Bergtraum High School program from 1985 to 1989. Let's get that straight. This basketball head was also a Daily News All-Star. 87, 88, 89. Listen up. That was the crack era. So if you was playing back then, you already know how tough the city was. And she was a female doing it big, back to back to back like Drake out here. Like, this is for real. 1989, to top it off, she won the prestigious Pegasus Award. I think that goes out to the top female athlete. And she was recruited by all types of Division I colleges, but chose to attend Hubert Junior College upstate. I think Ruth Lovelace went there to coach some boys and girls. I may be wrong, but I have to check my facts. After that, she went to Brooklyn College for a year, and then she finished up at St. John's University, where she was once a Big East Player of the Week. Nowadays, you can catch her as one of New York City's premier comedians, making everybody smile. Now listen, her IG name is Marcy Smiles, so you already know she can bring a smile to your face. So without further ado, help me welcome to the show, Murry Bergtraum High School and St. John's University great, Marcy Kornegay.
Y'all ready? Yes. You have just stepped into the world of chaos, where everybody goes hard. Come on. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Or go home. Never back down. You gotta hold your own. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. East Coast. Go hard. West Coast. Go hard. Midwest. Go hard. Dirty. Hurry up, everybody. Get online, buy your tickets, cause the game about to start.
Yeah, started running the city.
Check something on his doggone phone. My bad.
Yeah. So what I was saying is, like, you're definitely one of the people who laid down the blueprint for all the success that female basketball players are having today in New York City. Because nowadays the girls are going to way better colleges than the guys.
Yeah, but that wasn't like that when I was playing.
Not at all.
We was getting crumbs while the men was getting all the attention. You understand? I mean, like, you had to really be the top in order for colleges to come and recruit you.
Yeah.
And if you didn't go to, like, those summer league basketball camps, that put your name out there a lot. You had to go to one of those camps. And I remember, you talk about the early 80s, and I'm a youngest of 9. My mother ain't had no money to send me to no damn $275 camp for a weekend.
Right.
For a weekend.
Yeah.
She said you better camp your ass outside with a sleeping bag.
Real talk. And if it wasn't for my coach who sent us, I want to say big shout out to the legendary Bobby Hartstein, Coach Man Lincoln. I love you, Coach. If he didn't send us, and if he didn't have those connections, we wouldn't have went. And the only reason why we went, because, things were a lot better for guys back then. Let's just say what it is, right?
Right.
But I could never forget, going to the Daily News or the Post, because we was in the paper, unlike a lot of these kids today. They don't even get to see themselves in the paper.
Right.
We were able to see that, and those names would ring bells. I would remember your name. I remember the Ruth Lovelaces. I remember the Shamika Holslaws.
Yes.
Those names, they were there. Those people that was rocking at the time that we was doing our thing. So
yes,
salute.
man. Listen, I had to first. Let me. I gotta show off my T-shirt. I gotta show off my T-shirt. Hold on.
Nice. Look at that. Salute. And we're gonna make some noise for that right now, for sure. Murry Bergtraum.
I gotta give a shout out
when
to
it comes
my
to
girl.
female basketball, you guys are the Abraham Lincoln of the city.
My girl Katasha Artist, aka
yes.
Quiet Bubble. She was also a basketball force. She made this shirt for me, custom made. So you know it's nice. It got my name on the sleeve. Hold on.
Oh, look at that. As it should.
You know. So I said, Glenn, look at all of the trophies and stuff you got behind you. I said, listen, you made me go dig in the basement, in the shed. I had to put my mask on and dust the dust off. I said, listen, I gotta bring some memorabilia up in this piece too. You're not gonna be the only one shining.
Hey, let the world know you was a big time baller back then. I know a lot of people see you on stage now and can't believe, well, after this video, everybody gonna know, the whole city gonna know.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie. You remember a white girl, Sue Whitman?
Yes.
Can you see that?
Wow, yes.
So I was New York Newsday Player of the Week, and she gave me the trophy.
Wow.
Yeah,
I need that. You gotta send me that picture. I gotta post it. You gotta send me that. And I'll give it to my artist to make sure he draws it up for you.
I got stuff from Bergtraum, like you was throwing out names. You remember Wanda Hall?
Yes.
Wanda Hall, Rhonda Singleton from
yes.
Oh man, listen, I got so much stuff. It's crazy. Like these girls was killing it back in the day. They were killing it. You remember Medina?
From where? What school?
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you right now. All right, I might have to get my glasses. Hold on. Medina rocked it out. Hold on.
Listen.
Oh yeah. Medina, she went to Martin Luther King.
MLK. Okay, MLK. All right.
Medina Turner.
Put me on. Listen, I'm not going to sit here and say I knew everybody. I'm just getting all my research done. I do remember the names. But what I want to do is give you guys a platform to tell your story. Because a lot of times, the women get overlooked.
Yes, we do.
Right? And you guys put in the same work that we did. A lot of times people don't know. And the world is changing. Right? We're moving to the meta world. This world, we ain't going to know it no more. People ain't going to be looking at basketball the same no more. So y'all better get these stories.
Well, listen, again, I appreciate you opening up this platform. You know, because a lot of times women do get overlooked. And I'm not going to lie, we bust our ass harder, if not harder than the men. And don't get that recognition. And again, I don't want to take recognition away from the men because the men do their thing too. Just give us our just due also. It's enough coverage to give everybody they just do, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. So
I'm definitely gonna fight for that.
So when it started for me in Murry Bergtraum, 1985. I was a freshman.
All right, we're gonna start before that. I want to know who introduced you to the game.
Oh man. Okay, well, I was introduced to the game on the park, and just as a kid. I used to play softball and basketball, but for whatever reason, basketball, I just seemed like I was just better at it, and I think because I was so tall at a young age. Shit, I was 12 years old, damn near already 5'11". Look at his face.
No, because I know what it's like walking through the schools and everybody going, do you play basketball? Do you play basketball?
Yeah, so I think with my height and that, it was just meant for me to pick basketball over softball. So I started just in the schoolyard, picked it up, and You know, I didn't play organized basketball until I got to high school.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Chelsea, 26th Street between 9th and 10th Avenue. And I used to play in the, I used to go to Harlem most of the time. Millbank. I played in all of those tournaments. Millbank.
Legendary.
Riverside Church. Listen.
Yes.
Man.
That small church in the bottom of the basement with the walls and pillars.
Exactly. You know, and I remember our coach, Mr. Black. You know, we was kids. We were coming there cutting up, and you know, just doing wild stuff. You know, he was not only a coach, but he was you know, just like a father figure too. You know what I'm saying? You could tell he wanted what was best from us from early.
Right.
That's
the sound of a great coach.
Yeah. Listen, Al, I ain't gonna lie. I don't do this live thing too often. I just want to say hi to everybody who on the live. I appreciate y'all joining to hear my old ass talk. Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I see a lot of people on here that I know, so I gotta say what's up.
No doubt. They're gonna get the whole full story. And a lot of things they don't know, they're gonna find out tonight. Here it is. Right?
You know, I can't say hi to everybody, but I see y'all in the building. Chelsea representing in the house where I grew up. I got some college people on here, people I bought with and actually bought with on West 4th Street. We did a little thing on West 4th Street too. We did the West 4th Street tournament. And so listen, so that's where I actually started ball in the schoolyard and park. But I didn't play organized ball until I got to high school.
And that's cool. So when you going to the park, you picking up the rock, who was the person in the neighborhood, male or female, who was like that person that everybody said, you know what, they the best in the hood?
Oh man, so we had a few of those, but just off the grip, it was this guy named Michael. He was like similar like a Michael Jordan. When I tell you, he had hops. And his sister was Sabrina. Me and Sabrina used to play ball with each other all the time. And we would always play ball, go to the park. It would be all these guys. And me and Sabrina would be the only two girls want to play basketball. And sometimes they would be like, nah, get out of here. But a lot of times when they let us play, we held our own. So we basically built up, you know, a reputation around the neighborhood. Like, yo, those two, they girls, but they can play. They can hang. So, you know, but her brother, Robert, it's like he was trying to jump in the sky. No, seriously.
Yo, dude, and I know kids are a lot more athletic today, but when we're seeing a lot of these things for the first time, back in the 80s, we was blown away. Like, seriously?
Yeah, they used to ball. And a lot of times, and I just used to sometimes just sit back and watch the guys just dunking and just doing all kind of stuff. You know, it was cool. It was cool.
Cool. So when you get to high school now, right? You walking through the halls, one of the tallest girls in the school. You say you was 5'10" at 12 years old.
Yeah. So when I was in high school, I was already 6'1".
How many times did you hear that question? Are you playing for the basketball team? Do you play basketball? How many times did you hear that question walking through the hallway?
Listen, it was when it was first day registration. They showed me where the basketball coach office was at.
They didn't take no time.
They didn't waste no time. They said, "Oh no, you going to see Mr. Spielvogel? I don't know what you talking about, but that's where you gonna go."
Wow.
Yeah.
So you guys, you have tryouts. Do you go to the first tryout? Are you kind of nervous, or it's like, this is what I want to do?
I went to the tryouts because everybody had to try out, but I made the team that first tryout. And again,
as a freshman?
Yeah, as a freshman. But you got to remember.
Hold on, varsity?
Yeah.
I'm saying that because back in the days, PSL teams didn't have JV.
Right, and I was just gonna say, the females, the men had junior varsity and varsity, not the females.
Okay.
The females only had varsity.
Got you.
So you made that team or you didn't make it. But yeah, but I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't a big reach to make it because the lineup wasn't that large. I think we only had about 10 or 12 girls on the whole team. So, but yeah, I made the freshman tryouts, and the thing is, my freshman year, Murry, Bergtraum won the whole city. We took the city championship my first year on the team.
Wow.
Yeah. We ain't do it since, but we did it that year.
So, at that time, at least, you guys knew what the winning feeling was.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times people never even reach that point. They go their whole high school career and never even make it to the championship.
Right. We had some killers. My freshman year, oh man, we had a female named Charlene Blake. Fast. I mean, it was crazy. Fast. We had I was trying to find my yearbook. I couldn't find it. It's somewhere, but I couldn't find it. Cause I still got my yearbook, and I know we had D Posey. D had that power. And she bounced that ball and drops that ball you in that paint. It wasn't nothing you were gonna do. Just wasn't nothing you was gonna do. And we had this white guard named Nancy, and we had a power forward named Stephanie. The team was bananas. It was bananas. And
What position did you play?
I switched between power forward and center.
Got you.
But mainly,
and who was the coach during that time?
Barry Spielvogel. He coached my whole 4 years in high school.
Because legendary Eric Dzinski came later on.
Yes, yes, because I had one coach my whole 4 years.
Got you. Because during that time, the only teams we heard winning was August Martin, and then it became Mary Bergtraum.
Okay, but no, it was you forgot one, but I'm gonna tell you right now. We always came. It was August Martin and Christ the King.
Yeah, I said in the PSL, Christ the King is just a whole nother beast by themselves.
For the females, again, we're not talking about men. The females, it seemed like it was always August Martin the beat or Christ the King. One of those teams always top. And then later on, like in my career, like my junior year, then you had teams like James Madison coming through. They was like, I don't know if you heard the name Kaisha Gons.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we had to contend against her. And oh my God, you want to talk about going up against a beast? It felt like she hit me one time and I was in the paint. It felt like I just got hit by a brick. I said, my God, I gotta start lifting weights or something. Jesus.
One tough female.
Listen,
we had Laura Milley, the first Miss Basketball for New York State, 1989 on the show as well. She was a Christ the King alum.
Okay.
So she was around that whole time period.
Yeah.
Right? So while you was winning the Pegasus, she won Miss Basketball.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you know Christ the King, they literally, Christ the King and August Martin were a few of the high schools that actually recruited high school players. See, a lot of people didn't know that. They stayed at the top. They were recruiting high school, and they were going hard. Like how you recruit for college.
Yes.
They were going hard like that. They had people at the basketball camps. They had people in junior varsity if they had it, and they were recruiting like from high school. So that's how they always got those top players.
You just went to Murry Bergtraum because that was the neighborhood school. It was like, okay.
I went to Murry Bergtraum because my brother and my sister went to Murry Bergtraum. And again, it was very popular if you wanted to major in business. People remember the whole Murry Bergtraum title was Murry Bergtraum High School for Business Careers. That was the whole title.
And it was a beautiful school.
Yes.
It was like one of the newest schools back then.
Yes, and I actually just went for, for the academics. Basketball was going to be secondary, and obviously when I got there, that altogether flipped.
I see why you're a comedian. Because look, you're right on point. Right on point. Listen, when did you start to come into your own? What grade did you start to come into your own and really started to take basketball serious?
I mean, I'm gonna honestly say probably my junior year in high school, and I say that year because that year I became team captain. So
responsibility.
Because the few seniors that we did have when I first came on, remember, they all gone, they graduated already. So it was like I was one of the few that was there, from when we won the championship. So when I was a junior, I would say I really started to, just take it a little more serious. I still wasn't, a lot of people be like, I wasn't outspoken like that. I still let people, just rock. I just was happy to have the title.
But you was, you saying 2 years, but you was Daily News All-Star 87, 88, and 89.
Yeah.
That don't happen by mistake.
No, it don't. It don't happen by mistake. Don't get me wrong. I was doing my thing on the court. But in terms of like just, how you say a captain, that it could be like telling people what to do. Honestly, our team was so cool. Like I said, we had a female. You should know her, Nikki McCrimmon from Harlem.
Yeah.
Nikki McCrimmon from Harlem was our guard. We had Deep Posey. We had Cindy Rugbart. We had we had Nicole Harris. We had another young lady named Gabby. Our team was so cool. We just got up there and did the thing, and we just wanted to go and chill and eat pizza and chill out after the game. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, even though I was captain, we knew what we had to do. We went on the court. We said, listen, we know what it is. We got this. One thing with Nikki McCrimmon, she knew how to open up that floor. And when I tell you she knew how to find the open person, it wasn't a whole lot to say. Honestly, we went on the court and we just did the damn thing and left.
You were the captain, but she was the leader on the floor.
No doubt. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes.
Who are some of the top players that you faced during that time that say, you know what? I got to step my game up. Besides, homegirl elbowed you. It felt like she was a bag of bricks.
Some of my stuff. Let me put my glasses on. No, you know what? I'm not forgetting. What's up, Tyrone? I'm not forgetting Nettie. But you know what happened? Nettie, she played. That's right. Nettie was on the team. She was on the team on my freshman year. But I only played with Nettie for a few months because something happened with Nettie and she kind of didn't finish or something. So I only played with Nettie for a few months. But outside of high school, Nettie was a beast. Nettie was an absolute beast.
Y'all hear these names? Get in contact with these people. Tell them to DM me. We want to make sure these stories get told too.
No, rest in peace, Nettie. But you know what? I'm gonna send D Posey. I'm gonna send your information because she has Instagram. I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't know about Nikki McCrimmon. I would love to know where she's at. I am Facebook friends with Medina Turner. She was also a beast. I'm friends with Rhonda Singleton. She was a beast.
Got to get Rhonda up here. Definitely.
Kaisha Guards. I know you know her.
Yes.
You know, Kaisha went pro. She went pro. So let me see. I'm trying to think of who else I went up against. Oh man, damn. It's so many. I ain't even gonna lie. Oh, let me show y'all the high school picture that I found. Hold on.
Wow. Gotta send me that.
That's the high school picture. That's me in the middle with the ball.
Wow. That's classic right there.
So hold on. Let me show y'all a little something. I didn't become the Pegasus 1989 winner for nothing. Let me show y'all a little action shots from high school. Hold on now.
Woo, yo, what? This is what I'm saying. You gotta send me those pictures so my artist can draw your nice portrait. That's hard right there.
That's me with the ball right there. Hold on. Let me go to the other side. See how they all on me? look how they all on me.
You're like Shaq, with all the guys around Shaq trying to hold Shaq down.
Yeah, they all on me. They were surrounding me. So let me see. Oh, you know who I played when I don't want to skip around. We staying with high school, right?
We still in high school.
We still in high school. All right, yeah, because I know you real organized, and I don't want to skip around.
Nah, listen, do you? Well, I got my notes here. I can always come back to it.
Hold on once. Oh, so I showed you that. Oh, look. So look at this. I think his name is, I don't know, is Brian Gumble. This was some kind of ceremony where they had the top athletes in the city. What's his name?
Brian Gumble and Brian Gumble and something Bird. Yes.
Well, they did
white guy. Yeah, they used to be on NBC.
They had some kind of TV show, and they had the athletes of the year, and we were on that show. And that,
really?
As you can see, that's me there.
Right.
I don't remember the name of the show though. But it was maybe somebody in the audience may know. I don't know. I don't remember the name of the show.
It was called Real Sports. It was called Real Sports.
Okay, but we actually had to go to a television studio and tape it. And then it was shown on whatever network that was.
Got you. Nah, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Look at that. And I was thinking you ain't have any basketball pictures. She was like, nah, I got some for you. This is great because my artists love to draw basketball action pictures.
I had to go dig in the crates, but I got them. I don't know. Nikki might be on the line, but I got a picture of her in the back. That's me shooting. This is in Bergtraum.
Wow. People, a lot of the stuff that you're seeing, you're never going to see again. Right now, the Daily News and New York Post don't even cover high school basketball anymore.
The way they used to. Oh my God,
not at all.
Crazy because my mother, and it's so funny, my mother would get the newspaper every Friday, and she would send clippings down south of me with basketball, anything with basketball. My mother would send us, cut out her. She would be at the table cutting them clippings. I'd be like, Ma, really? She'd be like, yeah. Your Uncle Joe want to see you, and your Aunt Nettie they want to see you down south. And she would mail them basketball clippings. I'm telling you, but like you said, I wonder why they stopped that.
We're moving to a new world. I keep telling people don't realize it. We're moving to a new phase. They phasing out all the stuff. You're gonna see sports in a few years. Sports is not gonna be the same as it was when we was watching it.
That's crazy. And you know what's funny? I was reading one of the articles, and at the time, I had Murry Bergtraum High School. I had the all-time scoring record, and that was in 88. But I think there was a nice female in Murry Bergtraum. I think her first name was Ebony. I'm not sure what her last name.
Yes, from Brooklyn. Yes.
I don't know, but I got a feeling
her name is Epiphany Prince.
Epiphany.
NBA world champion.
That's
New York City legend.
That's it.
We call her Epiphany Prince.
Yes. So I got a feeling
she scored 113 points, 100 and some points when she went to 113 downtown Brooklyn. She was a beast when she was born. Like
wow.
That girl had game from the beginning.
I remember every time I was looking at something, I saw her name with Murry Bergtraum. I'm like, oh man, she bad.
She was the city's Epiphany Prince. Like it was. She was so good, guys would show up to the game and be like, we're going to see what P going to do today. Pitt's going to tear it up.
Pro?
Yeah. She won the championship 2 years ago in the WNBA. I think last year. Yep.
Oh man, I gotta show this one. I hope Nikki is on. This a close up. Evidently, one of the games in high school, my coach was telling us one of the plays. So this a close up. Look at that. Somebody caught that picture.
Wow. That's hard right there.
And that,
you gotta send me all those. Listen, send me those pictures.
Right
I'm gonna do a whole day. I'm gonna do a whole day of just classic Bergtraum.
So from Bergtraum, right?
Hold on. Because
okay.
I want to talk about something very dear to me. Because I was caught up in that same thing too. All right. How difficult was it having your dream almost deterred or deferred because of that SAT score?
Oh, okay. Oh boy. Okay. So I'm not gonna lie. My grades were okay, but for some reason that SAT gave me problems. Like I wasn't a bad student. I was a B student. I was a B student, real talk. But when it came down to the SAT, I couldn't crack it. So now mind you, I had all of these schools scouting me. I mean, shit, University of Hawaii, Florida, St. John's, Northeastern. I mean, just you name it. And I wanted to go. Now, they only gave you 3 visits. You can only have 3 paid visits to go to see a high school. Other than that, you would have to go and pay.
A college. You guys only got 3?
You only
it's
got
crazy.
3.
We had 5.
See what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
You only got 3 paid visits to go to a college, meaning they pay for your airfare, they pay for your hotel. If your parents want to go, they pay for your parents, they pay for your food, they pay for everything for a whole weekend. And then that weekend, they take you all around the campus, they show you the neighborhood, they sit you down with a counselor, they show you the curriculum, they do everything. It's like being shown a house, but it's for college. So I used my 3, and mind you, all this time I didn't pass the SAT. I didn't get a high enough score on the SAT test. So what happened? Even though, and I originally picked, I'm originally gonna go to what's the orange man? Lord, Syracuse.
Syracuse.
That was my school I was originally gonna go to. So now, once they realized I didn't pass the SAT score, so they said, okay, you can still come to us. We're still going to give you a full scholarship, but you can't play your first year. You can't play basketball your first year.
That was that Prop 48.
Right. You're going to have to sit out your first year.
Hold on for a second, because I know exactly where you're going. First of all, that test is racially biased, especially when they first created it back then. That was to slow down the pace of the amount of kids that was coming out of New York City. I'm going to let you know that right then and there, right?
Oh, okay.
Salute to my guy, NY Prospects. He's one of the guys that's keeping the high school scene alive in New York City. So
you saying that was just systematic?
I'm telling you it was systematic. Because now, they even feel kind of, balanced out around the country. And now kids can take their math, take their English, put it together, have a good score, take it again, and put their scores together. Voila, they got a passing grade to play. They didn't want to work that magic with us. Right? So a lot of us got caught up in that whole swoop to slow down the amount of kids that was coming out of New York City at the time.
Wow.
So they could balance out the rest of the country.
You see that? You hear that, y'all? It was racism way back then. You hear this?
It's crazy. It's crazy to say now because unless you was in it back then, right? Because they'll tell you, yeah, you can come, but you're going to lose a year. Not even though, you know what? but you'll get that year back if you stay a 5th year.
Right.
That would have been fair. I'll sit out. But if I get my grades up and show you that I'm a good enough college student and I belong here,
right.
Why I can't get my 5th year back? Right. So what kids started to do was they would play their Division 1, 3 years, and then shoot over to a Division 2 so they can play their 4th year.
Okay, and it's crazy because I know somebody else would have been like, well, they still paying for you to go to school. What the hell? Just sit out that year. But see, the reason why I didn't want to sit out a whole year, okay, when I say sit out, meaning you could not play basketball. Like I was gonna go to school. I still was able to get the scholarship, but I would go to the games and I would have to just be on the sidelines. I could not play in no games. And the reason why I didn't want to do that coming from high school is because I knew that the level of competition in college, it was already above my pay grade. So I knew that I needed that year to get better, honestly.
And if you don't play, you lose out. Your muscle memory is off.
Yes. And I didn't want to do that. I knew that it was too many things on my game that I needed to improve. So I could not afford basketball-wise to sit out a year if I still wanted to be a competitor. So I had to sit with myself. And I said, you know what? I said, well, you know, and my mother, honestly, she said, you know, baby, do what you want to do. You know, she said, long as I ain't got to pay for nothing, you can do whatever you want to do.
Salute to mom. Salute, mom.
I said, exactly. I said, Mom, don't worry. You ain't going to have to pay for nothing. Don't worry. I got you. So I said, you know what? I'm taking my butt over to this junior college. And I'm a bust my butt and I'm going to play ball. I'm still going to get a scholarship. I'm still going to, you know, not have to pay for school. And so that's what I did. So I went to a 2-year school in Hamburg, 15 minutes from outside of Buffalo. So that's how far I went for my junior college.
I think Ruth Lovelace went there as well before she went to Seton Hall.
Yes. And Kaisha Gone. That's how I heard about it. I heard about Hilbert College from Kaisha and Celia Jackson. I heard about it from those two. And Celia's father was really, really into their basketball career, and on his own time, you know, that's why I say a lot of times it's a village. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have no car. You know, my mother was struggling at the time, but Celia's father, on his own time, he wouldn't take no money from my mother. On the weekend, he drove us up, me, Celia, and Kaisha, in his own car, paid for everything, for the hotel and everything, and he drove us up so I could see, so my mother could see Hilbert College, because she wanted to see the college that, you know, I was going to potentially go to. So we went to, Mr. Jackson drove us there in his car. It's like an 8-hour drive, and we saw the campus. And listen, the campus was nuns. It was a Catholic junior college. So I'm seeing all these penguins walking around. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I said, what's going on?
Bullhead.
Yo,
my God, Bullhead is on here, my friend. Yo, Bullhead, she said she saw penguins, Bullhead.
Listen, I said, listen, I don't know what's going on. I said, y'all trying to get me to confess something? Well, what are y'all trying to do? But honestly, that was one of the best decisions that I've ever made. Not only was the basketball on point, not only did I really up my game, I matured. I matured a lot. And I would tell anybody that wants to go to college, try to go away. When you don't have your mom, your dad, your sister right at your beck and call, where sometimes you're forced to make those decisions on your own, and you will be amazed at how much you're gonna grow and mature. So honestly, that was the best decision that I ever made.
And salute to Mr. Jackson for taking that drive, taking those females up there so they can live out their dreams.
Yes.
Salute to you, brother. Salute.
Yes. Yes. May he rest in peace. But I'm telling you, he loved basketball. He loved the sport, and he looked out for his daughters, and he treated you, even if you wasn't his biological daughter, he treated you, me, just like if I was one of his daughters. I could have went to Mrs. Jackson asking for anything, and I would have been able to get it.
Wow. So before you left, Bergtraum, what was like your best game? Give me some numbers. And who ass did you bust? Like who?
You wanna start trouble?
I want to know it all. I'm talking to another bowler. You know how we talk.
You want to start trouble? That's what you want to do. All right.
Listen, I know you was out there kicking ass. Come on now.
All right.
87, 88, 89. Those are them years. That's that crack era. You already know. You seeing black tops, white tops, orange tops on the ground. We thought it was gum, but it's actually crack tops.
All right, so I'm gonna read from this article because, like I said, I don't remember everything, but thank goodness, I like to clip things. I was saving articles from back in the day. I'm gonna just read you this. Nikki McCrimmon, Marcy Kornegay, and D. Posey combined for 66 points. For 66 of Murry Bergtraum's points yesterday yesterday to power the unbeaten Blazers, because we were called Murry Bergtraum Blazers back then, to a 71-50 PSAL playoff victory over MLK yesterday at Brandeis.
Classic.
So that's just a little something. Hold on. And it says here, with Bergtraum shot to 11-2 lead, and led 21-7. Okay, as Kornegay scored 11 of her 22 points. So I had got I know we not jumping around, but I was one of the contending rebounders in terms of not only points but rebounders, which led me to be. Hold on. I want y'all to see this. Hold on, but when I did finally land at St. John's, we're gonna get to that. But it led me to be a Big East Player of the Year because I had the rebounds, the assists, and the points. So they
was it now? Is that the week? Was it a week or Big East Player of the Year?
No, it was only for the week, like a paycheck. It's only for the week.
Hey, if you did it in the Big East, you was doing big things. So salute to you.
Thank you. And they gave me this plaque, obviously, which I still have. As y'all can see, that was my number, St. John.
Oh yeah, that's awesome right there. That's legendary. That's legendary right there.
So, but in high school, I'm not gonna lie, high school I usually average between 20 and 30 points a game. That was easy. 20, 30 points a game, always double.
Yo, hold on, time out. I'm not gonna just be letting you talking regular like we in church with this. You heard me? Like you talking regular like we in church. I had like 20 and 30. I was averaging 20 and 30. Nobody just averaging 20 and 30.
But you got.
It's a very small few. It's a very small minority of people who are doing it on that level.
Right. I was sick. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. I was a Jolly Green. They used to call me Jolly Green, Giant Amazon. I was 6'1" in the 10th grade. I should have been scoring all them damn points.
But how many girls that you played against that was tall and just doofy, or tall and couldn't play? They was just there because they was walking through the school and somebody said, "Oh, you tall? Can you play?"
Well, that's true, but
No, we gonna give you your flowers and you deserve them. You put in that work.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Glenn. Thank you. But
that's real talk.
But honestly, in terms of, I had the most fun in high school. I will say that how they say you level up. Well, when you level up, when you go further up, honestly, the fun is less and less, and the work is more and more. I'm going to just keep it
Can
all
you
the way.
say that? Please say that again. I
I'ma
need you to
keep
say
it-
that again.
Keep it all the way 100. My high school basketball days, and Lisa's on here. I played many tournaments with Lisa. My high school basketball days, we had fun. We played, we busted out. We had fun on the court. You know, we be doing all silly stuff, around the back, under the leg, over the. You know, we just be showing off. And sometimes when we beating the team by 30 points, you know, all the starters would just get off and just let the substitutes rock and then just do whatever they want. Then we'd be laughing on the bench, you know, just having a good time. But as I started going up in terms of college and the level of competition, it started to feel like this is not fun no more. This is more like a job. And trust me when I tell you, they paying for your college. They paying $15,000, $30,000 a year for you to be at their college. You gonna know you at work. Trust me when I tell you, you practicing 2 and 3 times a day for 2 hours, sometimes a day. And on Saturdays, you practicing for 4 hours on a Saturday. You maybe get Sunday off, but if you got a game on Monday, you gonna practice Saturday and Sunday. You ain't got no days off. So don't get me wrong. I wouldn't change nothing, but I would just tell somebody, you gonna work. You gonna work. It ain't gonna be as much fun as it used to be. They gonna work that at. You gonna work.
And two, they gotta enjoy the time that they're having. You know, I had Kenny Anderson on here. Kenny will tell you, yo, man, I played in the pros, big time college, TV, all that. He said, yo, G, the best time I had playing basketball was playing high school basketball in New York City. That was the best time I had playing basketball.
See what I'm saying? And I can understand, and I totally agree with him. I totally agree with him. Because again, because you gotta remember, we're still kids. I'm going to college. I'm 18, I'm 19 years old. I don't really know what the world is like. But you gotta remember, if they're giving you a scholarship, they're paying. So let's bust it down. So they're paying for your tuition, they're paying for your room and board. So they're paying for your food, they're paying for your books, they're paying for all of that. The only out-of-pocket expense you have to have is when you traveling back and forth from home and all that. They're paying for your books and all that. So they let you know, okay, we paying for this, you're gonna work for this money. You're not just gonna come and go as you please. No. You gonna, after your classes, you gonna come here for practice. And after practice, you gonna go work out. Then after you go work out, you gonna go see this person, the trainer, and then he gonna stretch you. So it wasn't just about practice. After practice, you had to work out. So they had you in the gym with a trainer. You had to lift certain things. Listen, it was all a job. Sometimes I would come from practice, I couldn't even open my book to read. Are you crazy? I took a shower and I got in the bed. And I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I just winged the test because I was just that tired. But I had to do it.
Listen, they call us student athletes, right?
I had to do it.
They put the student first. But once you get to that college, you become an athlete student.
And guess what? And I didn't even talk about traveling yet. When we had
we gonna get there, because I want to hear what your money situation was like compared to some of the guys, right? So listen, I'm gonna tell you, today I think my coach ruined college basketball for me. It's great information, but I didn't know college basketball worked like this. I want to say big up to my guy Nesta Payne. Nest, I have you. Trust me. My orders came in. No 4X, so I'll be getting them this weekend. I got you, brother. Trust me. People go and get this merch. My guy Nesta Payne, voice hot great.
Not to interrupt you, but I want one of those. Just like he said.
Oh, we're gonna make that happen. We're gonna have a Black Friday sale coming up soon.
Okay.
To lower the prices, I'm gonna get all this merch out there to everybody.
All right.
Now listen. I think my sophomore year, or junior year, I go to my coach's office, and he's happy, he's giddy. He's like, what's going on, Glenn? I said, y'all, I heard them sneakers came in. Make sure you save You know, everybody had their different sizes and styles, whatever. But this day I got a little bit more extra equipment than I bargained for because we just received $80,000 from Wake Forest. Now, I know you bugging, right? So my coach is happy. He's like, look, we got the $80,000 check from Wake Forest. And I was like, why are they paying us? He said, because we're going to play them. We're going down there, and next year for your senior year, we're going to have them here. So we're going to send you over to banger, Glenn. And I'm saying, wow. So why are they giving us $80,000? He said, sit down, Mr. Harding. He said, remember when we told y'all college basketball is a business? He said, this is the business of college basketball. See, they gave us $80,000 for 2 games because they're expecting to win. I said, what do you mean? He said, it's legal, Glenn. He said, they pay the school, and since they're in a bigger conference and they get better players than us, in their mind, they're counting us as a win. What do you mean? All right, hold on. Let me slow that down. Say, he pulled out the budget. He said, when we go on these trips, to go play USC, Jacksonville, and all these other schools, they pay for us to go down there. Huh? So now, if we beat Wake Forest, Marcy, Wake Forest is upset. They're not upset because they lost the game. Yeah, that too. But they're upset because they just lost $80,000.
Right.
So that's where the word upset comes from.
Right.
And it threw me back like, damn. And it's called pay to win, pay to play.
Okay.
It still goes on. I had college coaches on here all the time. It still goes on to this day.
Wow. Well,
The
I
bigger
ain't seen no damn money.
play the small schools. And this is why we get our meal money. We get a little stipend when we go on a trip.
Right. 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 Well,
So how was
definitely
the money situation for you guys when you guys went on the trip at St. John's? How much were you guys getting on the away trips?
So now, okay, so St. John's was different. So, well, first of all, we didn't get money like that. We got, like you said, we got stipends. So I was just telling my niece, when I went to St. John's didn't have campuses.
Right.
So we talking about 92, 93, 94. So they paid for us as part of our scholarship. They paid for off-campus apartments, and then they had houses for the athletes to live in. So I lived in a house my first year, and then I lived in an apartment my second year.
Right.
So, and then what they would do is they would give what's called like a food stipend.
Right.
So I know that's right, Lisa. We ain't see no money.
Wow.
They would give us a food stipend. So let's say I think for St. John's back then we got, let's say, $400 a month that each player would get, and that would, last you through the month. But you know what it was. That when I got that $400, I went and got the latest sneakers and the outfit because I know I was eating at my mother's house.
Right.
I don't know. I don't care. I don't know what they did with their money, but I drove to my mother's house and I packed food for a week. I wasn't playing.
So when you guys went on road trips, no cash. They didn't say, yo, here's
no.
All right, the reason why I asked this, because this is the James Majors question. James Majors, a Bishop Loughlin, Seton Hall great, right? He said in 83, they were getting, from 83 to 85, they was getting $5. And they were in the Big East, men's basketball. So when guys hear this, even from other colleges, we kind of laugh. I went to Fairleigh Dickinson, and we was getting a couple of hundred a game when we go on the road.
Well, again, just like Lisa said, listen, one thing they would do when we went to away games, wherever we ate, The bill came, coach got the bill. But they never gave us any money in our hand.
That's one of the downsides of playing women's basketball. Because you speak to most of the guys, even if it was $5, they at least gave us they at least gave guys cash.
No.
And mind you, we had our pregame meal, we had our team meal, which coach paid for, but that didn't come out of the cash, that money that we had.
Oh no. So now they owe me $5. Okay, so hold on. So $5 for 2 years, for 26 weeks, and now I'm gonna write somebody because they owe me some damn money.
Yeah. So about 2 weeks, Lisa said about 2 weeks for a month. The money that you had, right? Y'all had 2 weeks worth of money for a month? What do you mean by that, Lisa?
I don't know. We got stipend every month. So that when you got your stipend, that had to last you the whole month.
And now another thing, I know you guys didn't have the campus thing. I just thought because of the business of basketball, and again, I understand women's sports was always shortchanged. It's happening now in the WNBA, right?
I got a story for you for that, but I'm gonna let you finish.
Oh no, for sure. So this is why I always bring up that that whole money conversation. Go ahead, tell your story.
Okay, so from junior college, I got my got my associate's degree. I'm ready to move on to finish my 4-year career. I went to Brooklyn College, right? Now I didn't go for necessarily because it was a big time basketball team. I honestly went for the coaches and the home feeling and the camaraderie, and I honestly wanted to come back to New York City. I was tired of living in Buffalo with 12 feet of damn snow and nuns and not a lot of meat. Bottom line, I wanted to come back home. So I love the coaches at Brooklyn College. I love the players there. So I went to Brooklyn College. So I'm going to make a long story short. Bottom line, when I did that year at Brooklyn College, we were in the midst of a Title IX lawsuit because women's sports got, let's say, I'm just going to give you an example. Women's sports got $10 and men's sports got $10,000. That's how much of a discrepancy it was. So they sued the school because it was so uneven with the sports and unequal treatment of women and men. So what the school did as part of the lawsuit was disband all sports, and so they could start over, and then everybody could be equal. Now, I know this sounds good. You're like, oh, well, they're going to start from scratch. But you got to remember, you have players like me and a lot of other players, we were under scholarship. So we're talking about, so they're going to just take away all the sports programs. So what the hell is that going to leave me? I can't afford to be here. I need that scholarship. So that left us all like, oh my God. So all the players start scrambling, where I'm going to go. So then word spread that they're going to have all of these players looking for homes and looking for, and thank goodness, I saw Rita Haywood. She was assistant coach at St. John's University at the time. She politicked for me to come to St. John's to finish out not only that year, but to get additional money to do the scholarship.
Wow.
So you had some players was able to get other scholarships, but you got to remember, this is like almost in the middle of the year. So you had players that had to go to Kansas because there wasn't too many other schools wanting to give them scholarships. So they could go to the school of their choice, but they wasn't going to get it paid for. That was the problem.
Wow, caught in the mix. Wow.
We was hung out to dry. It was crazy. It's like somebody just snatched the floor. And I don't know, I don't have it, but New York One did a whole story on on it, and they actually came to St. John's to interview me. And I had the, it was on cassette, the VHS tape. And it's somewhere, but it's probably in the basement. I couldn't put my hands on it, but
right.
They came to St. John's to interview me to talk about what it was bad. It was really, really, it was bad. It wasn't a good situation to be in. And like I said, I was just thankful that I was able to stay home and go to St. John's, where some people wanted to stay home, but they wound up, obviously, like I said, having to go to Kansas, having to go to California, wherever that they can. And some even went to Division II schools, but as long as they could get a scholarship, they said, well, listen, they're going to go. So I say all that to say, I got caught up in all of that. Look at that. So because it was so unequal, because the men, and I'm going to give you an example. Man, I went to Brooklyn College. I ain't going to lie, these uniforms, they look like they came out the thrift store. They had us in these uniforms. These shirts was all faded and tight. It wasn't nothing new. Next you know, you go to a men's game, the men had everything brand new. The uniforms are nice and crisp and white, new sneakers and everything. And we playing in some old, it was horrible. It was horrible. They treated us like crap. It didn't make no sense. It really didn't.
Wow.
So and that's how I ended up at St. John's.
And the blessing was there wasn't a lot of movement. You stepped up.
Right. Stepped up, yes. Big time.
So that goes to show your talent level and that assistant coach that really believed in you. Because, they could have went after anyone else, but you were the perfect person that they wanted. So that's they make that happen.
Yes. So, and they say, things happen for a reason. I'm truly a believer in that. I do. You don't necessarily feel like that when you in it and you having to go through it, but I do. I think things happen for a reason, and I think it was meant for me to finish at St. John's.
What transitions did you have to make once you got to St. John's? Different level of ball, more business-like, first class, new uniforms, new sneakers, training room. Like, what was that like for you?
I ain't gonna lie. It was top notch. I ain't gonna front. Everything was top notch. But you again, you gonna work. You gonna work.
And the higher you go up and the more you level up, the less fun you have.
The less fun you have, the more work you have to do. And then I'm coming in the beginning, and you got to remember, I'm coming on the team, and they don't really know me. They like, well, who is she? So it's kind of, I had kind of like prove myself, you know what I'm saying? So,
People's spots are in jeopardy.
Yeah, right.
And a lot of them who was recruited may not be from the city, you from the city.
Right. You're absolutely right. And again, you got to think of other different perspectives. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it was a transition. And again, that I'm also living with people too. So, I'm living in a house with 6 other girls. And listen, I don't know if y'all know, but the 6 women living together it ain't pretty. You understand what I'm saying? Because you got people that have different upbringings, and you know what I'm saying? And I just like, oh my Lord Jesus. Like I just said, let's have a house meeting so we can, get a schedule together on when this refrigerator is gonna be cleaned and when certain things are gonna be done. Because this is not gonna work. But
that's you guys, young guys and girls who going to college. I don't know how things are with dorms now, but when you live with someone that you just meet for the first time, coming from a different household, y'all gotta kind of make it work.
Yeah.
Because you just can't pack up and leave and go somewhere. Because who you went in college is who you went in college and who you stuck with.
And like I said, I like the fact that, again, I matured a lot when I went to Hilbert. So that helped me to, navigate and just kind of, listen, we got to work together. It's not just we're teammates. We have to live cohesively with each other. And you got to remember, we're college students. So we are 20, 19, 20, 21 years old. You know, we got boyfriends, we got girlfriends, you know what I'm saying? We got company, we got drinking, we got all kind of stuff going on when we ain't playing basketball. You understand what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is, you know, if you gonna be so loud where the see, like the house is shaking when you got company over, then y'all need to take that to his house or take it to a damn hotel. Cause I'm trying to get some sleep. I got a test in the morning. This don't make no sense. I should be hearing all this banging, the damn bedboard knocking against the wall.
You hearing this? You hearing this?
Come on now.
Like what my chair is making.
Like, come on now. We gotta do better. Like, we gotta do better now. Now y'all know better than that.
It's crazy to hear it from a female perspective. It's, you know, because us guys, we go through our little things too. You know what I mean?
So, you know, but you know, like I said, it's just, you know, you just living and you learning, and you know, I still wouldn't change it, you know, because everything you go through, it makes you who you are. It really does. So even that, I wouldn't change.
Did St. John's style fit your style? Was it like a marriage that you said, you know what? They set my playing style, and I like playing here. How was that?
Nah. No,
okay.
I mean they needed a forward though. They wouldn't have taken. I was a power forward, so they needed a forward. But the unfortunate piece, honestly, is that I don't think I had enough time. If I would have went to St. John's right out of high school, it would have been a different situation. I only got to play for them for a year and a half. So
not enough time, right?
It wasn't enough time. So it's like I didn't feel like I was able to spread my wings. Like it felt like it just wasn't enough time. It wasn't enough time.
And college goes by.
Yeah, it does. It's like, you know, I just like that where the time went, but
So let's talk about that week. Let's talk about that week when you had Player of the Week. What were you doing that, you know, that earned you that prestigious honor?
Oh, did we even talk?
Who do y'all play against as well?
Oh man, so okay, well I'm gonna tell you the toughest player, I'll never forget, the toughest player while at St. John's that I played against was Rebecca Lobo when she was at UConn.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that because I asked her, I said, well, do you work out with horses? Because I asked her, and she looked at me like I was crazy, but I was dead serious because I never was against somebody so strong. Like, I'm like, do she work out with horses and bulls? Like, that's just not no regular weight. That's not no regular in the gym muscles that she had. It just wasn't. I don't care what nobody say. She probably was on steroids. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100.
You heard it here first. Rebecca Lobo might have been on steroids in UConn.
I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. When she backed me up in that paint, it felt like a Mack truck hit me. I ain't lying. And I played against Dawn Stanley too. But
right, okay.
I didn't guard her because obviously she was a guard, but I played against her. I think was she in California? She was in school in California, San Diego or something. Yes. But I played against her, and while we was at St. John, she bust our ass. And, you know. But
hold on, I'm looking through here. This is the 1986-87 Street and Smith. Remember this?
What's up, Tiff? Hold on. What's that in 19 what?
The Street and Smith magazine.
I do remember that. Who on it?
This was this is the All-American. This is college All-American though. Katrina McClain,
okay.
Sue Wicks.
Oh, yeah. Sue Wicks. That's the picture I showed you. Hold on.
Yeah. She's in that picture.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
he's right there. Yeah.
I just had
Who else is
wait.
on here? Teresa Witherspoon. She was here.
Oh, Witherspoon. Okay.
She's part of that crew. Yeah. Clarissa Davis. Yeah. This is never going to happen again.
Yes, this her right here. Mia Sue Witt.
Yeah, that's crazy. Wow. So legendary. Please don't forget to send me those joints, please. So
I
we
would
finish
say
up at
Rebecca,
St. John's.
but St. John's, I would say my toughest component that I had to go one-on-one with, and I had to try to score against, was Rebecca Lobo. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna give her props. Real talk. She was good. I ain't gonna need to lie.
She was the real deal. Salute to Rebecca. We was joking, Rebecca. We was
Oh,
joking.
yeah, no doubt.
We was only joking about steroids. At least I was.
Strong as hell. She was strong as hell. She was my toughest opponent. I ain't gonna lie, she kind of shut me down. I'm just gonna keep it all the way 100. I think that game in UConn was on fire. You already know their reputation. If I had 6 points that game, she shut me down.
Wow.
It was what it was. And after the game, I asked her, I said, well, let me know what horses you work with, because I want to work with some horses too.
So even back then, your comedic timing was awesome.
I had to. I wasn't going to cry. I had to laugh. She bust my ass. It's just as simple as that.
You talked about having opportunities to go overseas.
So after college, because a lot of people don't realize, WNBA, they didn't exist back then.
Nope.
So I got an offer to go to Germany. I didn't even tell my family because I wasn't going. I wasn't going to no Germany. So I did what most other people do. I got a job after I graduated. I said, okay, so now it's time to be an adult. But I did go to the Bergtraum office and I asked if I can have a few extra stipends. Just as a send-off gift. They told me no, but I asked. I said, can I get a few extra stipends? Because I really don't want to go back home with my mother. So can y'all, hook me up with an apartment or something? They said, no, we don't do that. So sorry.
That's so gangster. Because I don't think nobody had the balls to even ask that. You know what? Can I get a little cash before I get out of here?
Listen,
I'll put it to work for you guys. Just a little bit.
For real. And I got the bruises to prove it. But my mother told me, closed mouth don't get fed. If you know that,
Facts.
You won't know.
Facts.
And I straight up and down. I know the lady thought I was crazy, but I asked her. I said, listen, do y'all offer some type of, and I asked her, I said, do you offer some type of assistance because y'all have been paying my bills for all of this time. And, it's just like how, y'all married and they say, oh, you got to pay spousal because she's been living a certain lifestyle. And I told her, I've been living a certain lifestyle, in these houses and in these apartments and not having to pay no rent. Do y'all think that can help me out now that I got to graduate and move out?
That's great. What a lot of colleges should do, because I heard they have a lot of money left over, is offer kids the master's program, right? There's so many things college basketball can do to justify or to make sure that the kid is going to have a full education, because a lot of times basketball is just not good enough. You find yourself going back to school so you can further your career and keep going on and keep moving up the ladder to success. So,
right.
College basketball, you should think about that, even though I know you won't, but we're going to put it out there.
It would be nice because, again, then I'm like, okay, now I just got to get a job. I just have to get a job. Again, we in college, we don't have unless you was working a part-time job on the side, we don't have no job experience. You know what I'm saying? We don't have any life experience yet. So, you find yourself working. I think I worked in Blockbuster. Man, listen, I was hustling. I had little part-time jobs here and there. Blockbuster Video. And when listen, I used to work in Favor Shoes. Y'all remember that? Favor Shoes. I worked in Favor Shoe Store. Worked my way up all the way to assistant manager. You know what I'm saying? I was out there in them streets hustling.
That's real.
You had to get a job, but I did. I had to go live with my mother, and until I was able to get out of there. Cause mom, even though you done went to college, you done had sex, you done lived your life. When you go back to your mother's house, she don't care about none of that. You still a child.
That's it. Always mom and baby.
That's it. And she wasn't trying to have none of that. I tried to have company and close the door. She said, I don't think so.
We don't close doors in our house. We don't do that.
She said, now the hand, you better open that door.
Facts. Same here.
But yeah,
when did you know, and I probably guess like on a road, being with your friends, when did you know you had something special in comedy and making people smile and laugh?
You know what? I ain't gonna lie. Early on, I was always the jokester, always the class clown. Honestly, always the clown. Always, and I just like to make people laugh. It's just sometimes I wasn't supposed to be making people laugh in class. It was hard, man. I think early. And it's just, I just decided to take it up another level.
I played with Dwayne Shake Martin, Tisha Campbell, ex-husband, Above the Rim. He's from New York City, played at FDR. Then he played at NYU and got an offer to play for the Knicks, and then went out to California and became an actor, right? When we was all of the Empire State Games, he would be saying he's going to become an actor, and he's singing. He's doing like Las Vegas singing and just doing all these things that, I guess actors do. And then we had Prime Minister Pete Nice, who was down with third base, saying he's going to become a rapper. And we were just like, y'all ball players, whatever. Like, we didn't think.
Right.
And now, when people tell me things, like, I take them serious. Because I remember as a kid, not taking Dwayne serious, not taking Pete Nice serious. We knew Ross Strickland was going to the pros. He was on the team. We knew Derek Chivas was going to the pros. He was in our team. Boo Harvey was in our team. We knew these dudes was ballers. But we didn't know if you was an athlete, that you can venture out and do other things, because we didn't have that back then.
Right.
If you was an athlete, you were just an athlete.
Right.
Go figure.
Exactly. You're absolutely right. I just had to put my glasses on. I see some people say in terms of me being funny, creative fun, saying her genes. Lisa said her whole life. So listen.
Hey, that's what. Listen, your IG name, Marcy Smiles.
Yeah.
Is that your comedic name as well?
Yes. I go by Marcy Smiles. I've been doing like skit comedy for some years now. On IG and TikTok. Put two characters together. Sometimes I play a man. Sometimes I play a woman. Sometimes I play both. I do all kinds of stuff. If you didn't see this one that I did, when you get a chance, go on my page. It's not too far down. I did a skit. I call him MC Tissue. And what it is I'm a male rapper. Obviously, I'm no good, but that's what makes it funny. And I have these empty rolls of toilet tissue, and then a big roll of toilet tissue on a necklace. That's my bling. And then I have toilet rolls on my wrist. And when you get a chance, you just gotta check it out. I wrote the lyrics all by myself. Oh yeah, that's classic. Yeah. Go ahead, you can't. Said wifey said she seen her on TikTok. Yeah, I be on TikTok. Yeah. Yeah.
Now I run the bass, hi-hat, and the snare. Used to bad girls like turkey bags.
Yeah.
Now backbeat.
That's that. I like doing.
Hold on. We're gonna make some noise for that.
I like doing.
Super talented.
I like
This
doing
is awesome.
celebrity impressions.
Super talented. Trust
So,
me, I'll be scrolling down your page.
I appreciate it. I like doing celebrity impressions, and the thing is that it's easy. Well, it's not easy. Okay, let me just rewind that. I've been doing skit comedy for some years, but a lot of people don't realize that I took it up a notch and actually said I want to take it to the stage, and I want to try my hand at live comedy and being a stand-up comedian. I'm not gonna lie, it's a whole nother beast. But I'm actually having fun. I'm having fun. It's different. Don't get me wrong, because unlike a video where I can cut and edit it and I can take out the mistakes, I can chop and paste or whatever. You can't do that live. You can't do that live. Once you on that stage, that's it. So it's just like I just like to challenge myself, and I just like to take on sometimes different challenges, and just honestly just see if I can do it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I wish you definitely all the success in that. If you ever have a show you want to invite me out, DM me. I'll come check you out. I love stand up.
You
listen,
based
let me tell you
in
something.
New York?
Excuse I'm in Brooklyn.
Oh, you're Brooklyn. Okay.
Right? I love stand up comics. Like my top 5: Dave Chappelle, number 1. Eddie Murphy, number 2.
Okay.
This is mine. I ain't giving nobody else.
Okay.
Richard Pryor.
Okay.
Bill Burr.
Oh, okay.
If you don't know who Bill Burr is, type in Bill Burr in Philadelphia. That's what he won my respect.
Okay.
And if you never saw it, please check it out.
Okay.
And 4 is like a toss-up between Chris Rock, Lenny Bruce, and Red Fox. Like I put them all in that whole class. But
okay.
I'm one of those dudes who sit back, and I've been watching Dave Chappelle when he first started, and I knew he was gonna be great.
Right.
Some people say, no, I didn't watch him. No. When people used to tell me Dave Chappelle was corny, I was still watching him going, this kid is gonna be great.
Right. Okay. How do you, in terms of like people that's not so famous, like guys like Talon and Ray DeJean and
all those guys are dope. Talon is New York City legend, right?
Yeah.
Like, I've watched Talon for a long time.
Yeah, he's been doing it for a long time.
Brooklyn Mike, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of dudes who've been doing it. It's a lot of underground guys. My cousin, the late great Cortez Jackson, passed away. My cousin did 24 years in prison, came home, jumped on Def Comedy Jam, and made a name for himself.
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
He was the first guy who I saw had trophies. When I used to go up my aunt's house and see his big trophies, he played for Madison High School. I never saw him play, but I knew I wanted to do that.
Right.
And to see him come home and transform his life. And if you ask about the comedic world, he is called the King of Snaps.
So I see. So that's my brother shouting out. What about your females? Okay, so if you had to give your top 5 females, what would you say? Female comedians.
I'm gonna go straight off the back. Debbie just had her name. She's from Camden, New Jersey. Dark-skinned female. Her sister's an actress. She's my number 1. A name just not in my mouth right now.
Not Adele Givens.
Adele is up there too, but she's not my number 1.
Okay.
Help me out, somebody. Oh my God. Love Jones is her sister. She played Nia Long.
Nia Long is her sister?
Yes. That's my girl.
Who-
She almost tried to pick me up one
Nia
time
Long
too.
has a sister as a comedian. Who's that? Oh,
Yes.
Some more?
Yes.
Creative
Some more.
One said some more.
Facts. That's some more. Number one.
I didn't know
Right.
that. Hold on, I didn't know that. I didn't know that was Nia Long's sister.
Yes. 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 Yes.
I didn't
And
know
I'll
that.
always remember her because one day she tried to pick me up at this club, and I said, you know what? If she funny, I'm gonna like her for life.
Okay,
She
so
turned out to be dope.
we got some more. And they don't even have to be
Adele.
in order. I just want to hear your top five. Some more.
Adele.
Gibbons.
Adele.
Who would the
Adele
other
Gibbons.
three be?
The other one is the lady. She opens up for Cat Williams. She's in all the movies. Very nasty. I like her old ass. She reminds me of one of my aunts.
Oh, hold on.
Lunel. Lunel is number 2. We pushing Adele Gibbons down some.
Okay, so we got Lunel, Adele, and some more. Okay, so give me 2 more.
I mess with Monique heavy.
Monique. Yeah. Monique.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mess with Monique heavy.
All right, one
No
more.
pun intended.
One more.
She was nope, not gonna see her. She too new, and I ain't really like her stand up. I was thinking Tiffany Haddish, but nah, I don't like her stand up. I like her in movies.
A lot of people say that.
My homegirl, Chloe Hilliard. She from New York City, a Brooklyn comic. She's been doing it for a few years now. Chloe Hilliard, yes.
Okay, you're gonna have to look her up.
Yes, that was in my top 5 right there.
Okay.
And you taking my questions because I'll ask you the top 5. You don't ask me my top 5.
Well, but only because you had did the guy, so I said, well, let me flip
No
it.
doubt. I'm a comedic. And I probably can name a few more. I just can't read them off the top of my head.
Right, no, because a lot of times, listen, stuff slips me. Listen. I write notes on the door to remind me what to do. So listen. Trust me when I tell you, I understand.
Who is the best high school player you played against? We know Rebecca Lobo is the best college player that you played against.
So who's
the best high school player you played against?
The best high school player that I actually played against is, don't get me wrong, there was a lot of great high school players. Trust me. But that I had to go neck and neck with in that paint was Kaisha Gardens.
Leslie Jones, she all right. I don't think she's funny like that. Who you said, Kaisha artist?
Kaisha Gardens.
Kaisha Gardens.
Yeah. That I had to go body for body, paint for paint. Yes. Elbow for elbow. She was the toughest high school player that I had to play against.
That's real. That's real.
And she played for high school at that time for James Madison. Yeah.
You know what else you should look into too, right? As well. And it would probably be a lot in your comfort zone. Doing a one-woman comedic act, like a skit, like what my guy used to do, the Puerto Rican guy.
Come on, listen, Glenn.
Whoopi Goldberg, what she used to do back in the day.
Listen, Glenn. We just met tonight. You ain't getting no commission. So stay out my head, homie. You heard me? Stay out my head. You heard me?
Listen, I'm here to give free advice. It's all good. I know talent when I see it.
Now, listen, I'm thinking my mind is in all types of places. But
right,
listen,
so instead of you just being a regular comedian like everybody else,
yeah,
you're giving different sides of your personality.
No doubt.
And they are paid for that.
You absolutely right. And I've been approached on something like that, and listen, the wheels are spinning, my brother.
Basketball heads, Glenn knows talent. It's not just basketball. Trust me, I know talent when I see it.
So because I had to go and dig this stuff out, y'all gonna see this
let's make it happen.
I wiped the dust off and everything, and so y'all gonna see this. This say the Tiny tournament, okay, where I was the 1989 girls division high scorer for the whole tournament. So I'm gonna need y'all to see that. Hold on, see it. But hold on, let me bring it up close.
Salute Ross Strickland, Tiny York Ball for making it happen for the females. Yeah, that's nice.
All right, and then when we said Pegasus, I had to go pull it out. So the Pegasus is basically what they say, that you are the top athlete of all of the schools, not just your school. So all of the schools in New York City. So in 1988-89, I was awarded the Pegasus Award for basketball for all of New York City. So this is the plaque that I got, and I'm gonna bring it in close so y'all can see that's my name on it.
I was looking up the Pegasus Awards winner, and for some reason, they had all the Staten Island girls in there, but they didn't have nobody else in there winning. So I was like, yeah, I know it's official.
That's all right, because you know, Staten Island.
You got the plaque.
They had that money. They probably was paying people off.
Salute to Staten Island. I'll be out there this weekend. Come holler at your boy.
But that's what I never knew any of this. Well, look, you got my brother on here talking about he never knew any of this. That's because you ain't never asked.
I told you this was gonna happen.
Somebody said
people gonna hear some things and be like, "Damn, I didn't know all that."
New York City Prosper says I am the same age of that trophy.
That's my guy. That's my guy for NY Prospect. Yo, call me, fam. Call me. Trust me. I got something for us. Trust me.
But
he's doing a great job with those kids to make sure that they getting the publicity that they need and exposure that they need, because it's not happening right now in New York City. I told you, with the newspapers and the media is not covering it. So these guys is on it. So salute.
That's what's up.
My guy, Randy.
Because, listen, without the media, how is the talent gonna get pushed? Don't get me wrong. Every single week, the Daily News spotlight highlights of male and female basketball players every single week in the Daily News. So trust me when I tell you, my mother was at that table cutting out those clippings to send to North Carolina when I made the paper.
Yo, this is why I say you gotta holler at me, fam. I don't do the Barclays, fam. I ain't, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so holler at me.
I'm glad he said the Barclays, right? So my one and only time I actually played in Madison Square Garden. I actually played on Madison Square Garden floor. It was the female championships. It was Murry Bergtraum versus James Madison, and that win sent us to the state finals. So we actually played in Madison Square Garden. That's the only time I ever played there.
Salute. All right, my G. Definitely send me your number so I can contact you, because I want to rock with you. So listen, this is what we're going to do. Now it's going to be my time for top five. Right? Top five female ball players in your era. Not 6, not 7, not 8, just 5.
Oh, Lord. Okay. All right. Wow. All right. So I would have to say Nikki McCrimmon, Wanda Hall. I don't remember what school Wanda went to, but she was a guard. She was bananas. What was Tracy's last name? Lisa, you still on here? What was it Wells? Tracy Wells. Tracy, so I would say Nikki McCrimmon, Wanda Hall, Tracy Wells. And I have to say I only could pick 5. Am I included in the 5? Or?
Yeah, you're included in the 5.
Okay, well, I gotta say my damn name. You know?
You said you was Chasey. You was worried about homegirl last name.
Well,
Yes, so you was correct.
I was hoping to say 5 without me. Can I say 5 without me?
You can do whatever you want. This is your show right now, baby.
Okay, so I'm gonna say 5 without me. So Wanda Hall, Tracy Wells, Nikki McCrimmon, Kaisha Gons. It's I ain't gonna lie, it's tough to pick 5, but
you average 30 points a game. It's gonna be tough.
That 5th person, you know what? I gotta give it to my girl D Posey. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh gosh. How can I forget the person who made this shirt for me? Katasha Artist. Oh my God.
Katasha Artist.
Oh my
Definitely.
God. And for those who didn't see the shirt earlier, hold on, let me stand up. Hold on.
Let me see it. Murry Bergtraum. Legendary. I had Corey Coleman on here as well, another Murry Bergtraum great.
Oh my God, how can I forget Katasha Artist? Okay, so Katasha will round up to 5.
Got you.
So she does custom t-shirts. You can hit her up at Nay's Knickknacks. The quality is excellent. So you want custom t-shirts, sweatshirts, hit her up on IG.
Facts. All right. Top 5 New York City comedians of all time.
So, okay, wait. They only got to be based in New York?
Right now. This is basketball here. We ain't going to make this easy.
Well, shit, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know where half of these people, where they live, but just off the cuff for people just grinding. Obviously I like talent. I don't know. Yeah, it's just comedy.
Yes.
I like, I don't know if you heard of OC the bus driver?
Nah.
You gotta check his page out. He's hilarious. He's actually a New York City bus driver, and he tells jokes about being a bus driver. When I tell you, you'll be in stitches. You'll be in stitches.
You said OC the bus driver?
Yeah. I think in New York City. I ain't gonna lie, it's hard to think just New York, but I know the comedians that I like. I like as far as female comedians, I like some more. I like Adele Givens. I like a lot of ones you know. I like Lunel. I like I like Tiffany. You know, people she caught a bad break one time, and you know, and people ain't let her live it down for that. But I like Tiffany.
Listen,
Tiffany.
I'm not knocking Tiffany Haddish. I love her movies better. It's just what it is. Like,
right.
I've been watching this comedy thing for a long time.
I like Tiffany. But as far as the guys, obviously, come on, Dave Chappelle, you know, Eddie Murphy. I'm not even talking about the old cats, like, because I
like Godfrey. Back. I like Godfrey too. Oh,
Godfrey, okay, because you know, I ain't gonna lie, Bernie Mac was one of my favorites. God rest his soul.
Bernie Mac.
You know, I love me some Bernie Mac. But you know, just like current Dave Chappelle, I like Eddie. I like I can't. It's so many. I ain't gonna lie. I can't think of off the cuff. But I just love the art.
You name. I'll let you get away. You name more than 5. That's all good.
That's because I jump from men to women.
So this last one, you can't do more than 5 though. Last right. Top 5.
Okay.
Top 5 MCs of all time.
Top 5 MCs. Okay, come on now. Listen. First of all, Rakim, I gotta go with
Well, I guess so. I guess you saying KRS-One beat Kane in the verses. I get it, but go ahead.
Well, I'm not saying that. You
I know. I'm just joking.
I ain't
Them
saying
guys
that.
did a phenomenal job, and
But-
I don't think anybody gonna be able to match that unless they bring like Drake and Kanye or Busta, or just do a whole side piece and do R&B and mix it up, and then come back with the hip hop.
Right.
Because theirs is up to here. Salute to my brother Kane and KRS-One.
Exactly. But no, but I just always like KRS-One. I'm from Boogie Down Productions, from Criminal Minded. You know, I just
His brother was my teammate, my high school teammate. I had him on last week.
Oh, get out of here.
Kenny Parker. Yep.
Okay. All right. So KRS-One, Rakim. Listen, I gotta give it up for Roxanne Shante. Without her, it wouldn't be no female MC. Straight like that. Okay? So she my top female, period.
Got you.
Top MC. You know what? I'm gonna give LL his props.
That's well deserved.
I'm gonna give LL his props. So I would throw LL in there, and to round it off, top MC. Now, can it be a group or it got to be a?
I ain't say MC, top 5 MCs.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, I love me some Wu-Tang. The Wu.
You get no arguments here. I'm a big supporter of the Wu. I love everything that they have accomplished. So I'll put them all as one.
Come on for a sec. Oh, somebody said, let me know when 4X come in on that sweatshirt. Lisa want one.
Got you. I'm going to get all the 4s and 5Xs. I'll have them this weekend, and we're going to make it happen. And at the end of the show, I'm going to show guys and girls what I have. And Black Friday, we're going to have a Black Friday blowout sale. We're going to bring the price down a little bit. So I want everybody to have them for Christmas. And we're going to make this basketball thing the movement for the next few years coming up. That's what we're going to do.
Yeah, because I gotta give it up to Wu-Tang. That's one of the best rap albums of all time.
So you know, when you look at the this the hoodie, right? And then you have our slogan on the back.
The official home for New York City basketball. Okay.
Right? And then on the sleeve, you got the logo again.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Got the basketball man head right there, which y'all gonna see coming to live soon.
Okay.
So we're gonna make all these things happen. Listen, Marcy, I appreciate you coming on the show. I had so much fun with you. I knew before the interview happened, we was gonna have a lot of fun.
Yes.
Some people I know, I said, you know what? This is gonna be half an hour. This is gonna be an hour. I know. I said, I know tonight. I'm not no time limit because she's fun.
I appreciate that. I had a lot of fun. This is dope.
And listen, now people get to know your history, right?
Yeah.
One of the reasons why I started the show because I'm inspired by Drink Champs, right? Salute to Nori and everything you've been doing. I was watching that show since the beginning. But when Lamar Odom got on there, I saw that New York City ball players needed a safe place that they could come and feel comfortable. Just like the hip-hop guys feel comfortable with Nori.
Okay.
To tell their story.
Got you.
So Lamar Odom, fam, you got to come on the show and show me some love, fam. We're going to always rep for you. But like I said, this is what I wanted to do for us. Make you feel comfortable, come on the show, tell your story. Because I'm telling people, the time is going to come, basketball ain't going to be something that people watching anymore.
Right.
They're going to be thinking about what happened in the past, but they don't know what happened.
Right.
And if we allow people to write our stories like we know it can happen, and there's a few examples that I show guys, that's articles or news clippings that's online and it's false information. So we want to get that real information from the person's mouth. So
Right.
nobody's not writing your story later on.
Right. That's
You
what's
never
up.
know.
This
You
platform,
never
I ain't
know.
gonna lie, this platform is dope. And again, shout out to Katasha Artists, because I didn't know about it. Like you said, now, you know, hopefully more people can see your platform and can see that you really do love this sport and you giving people the opportunity to tell their story. So I appreciate you having the platform, for real.
Thank you. Thank you. And we're going to do it without the gossip. We're going to do it without the rumors. Because the first time people knew about you, they knew you through basketball. Then they discovered that you was an awesome worker at these shoe stores that you was working at, and part-time stores, and then you became a phenomenal comic.
Right.
And a lot of people that's laughing, you make them laugh, you changing their lives. You changing the way they look at themselves and feel about themselves. And they have no idea that you was a fucking ball player, dropping 30, getting sweaty in the gym, getting elbowed by Rebecca Lobo.
Yeah.
Let's make some noise for that right there. Facts. So I want to say again, thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate you. Whatever we can do for you, don't be a stranger. I want you to send me all those, take pictures, send me all that stuff, and I'm going to do a whole day dedicated to you and your squad.
I appreciate that. Thank you. And before I go, I want to thank everybody for chiming in and having your comments and stuff like that. I'm sorry, I didn't want to touch the screen and mess nothing up. Because I ain't used to doing the live things. So
right. But it's all good.
But I just want to thank everybody who chimed in, who said something, and I appreciate y'all watching and having feedback. I appreciate y'all tuning in.
Thank you, Marcy. Hit me up, all right? And I'll have those hoodies soon. So soon as I do them, I get them, I'm going to go hit you up.
All right, sound like a plan. And I'm gonna close out. Hold on, close out with my big picture from St. John, so y'all can see what it is.
Woo! I'm gonna need that one too. That's nice. And for my people in here, you know, we got them all colors, baby. We got them all colors. We got them in all colors. We got the brown. We got them in all colors. Come see us. T-shirts. That's what we do. All this got to go. This got to go. All of this going to be on sale in the next couple of days. So, let's just say, this right here, be $25 usually. Now, it's going to be $20. My hoodies. Originally, $50. They will be $40. We're going to do a blackout sale, and we're going to get rid of all this merch. I want to make sure everybody have it for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and let's, support each other. This is how we're going to live. Thank you. And I want to say to everybody else out there, we appreciate you. And, thanks for joining us. I'm your host, Glenn Pooh Harding, and you've been watching Basketball Heads, the official home for New York City basketball. I could show you better than I could tell you. Peace.
Y'all ready?